Hi guys, welcome to another round of Grand Arena. This morning we've got a bit of an underdog battle going on. My opponent's wiped out all of my stuff in pretty much one battle, and he's got a decent score, 1743. As I said previously, 1750 seems to be the sort of sweet spot, so he's pretty close to it. Just looking at his defense, we've got a reasonably decent Ewok team. I really like Ewoks, and I think they're a really good team, but the problem is when your opponent's got Nest, they can so easily remove the team. Because you need to have just bucket tons of potency on low grade to make it not worth dropping Nest. I mean, his is pretty good at 84, but it's not enough. It's like, I've got 153 or something, so anything that adds tenacity pushes that above the threshold which low grade can handle. Whereas if you can get your low grade up to like 105 or so percent, it makes it not worth dropping Nest in, because you just don't get enough banners. I mean, you still save a team, you just don't come out with it a lot of banners. So I mean, mine is decked for speed because I've just done the C3PO event. But anyway, Ewoks aren't too hard, even though they're probably the hardest team here. We've got a low quality Night Sister team. I'm thinking that we'll probably just underdog that with Bosk, Django and Boba, because they can pretty much one-shot half these Night Sisters and just have to go through Ventress. And then down here we've got Phoenix and Rey. Well, Jedi Training Rey, not Super Rey. Again, I'm not too worried. I think he's kind of done what I've done, and he's gone quite heavy on his offense. His defensive teams are potentially slightly better than mine, but that's, I think, because he's put the odd Zeta on them, whereas most of my defense, especially with my bad defense, is just some stuff to get in the way. If we look at what I've got, you know, like I've got stuff. I need to fill a spot. It's not a good team. It's not good enough anymore for the sort of bracket I'm in. Right. So anyway, I want to clear this first. I do need to underdog as many battles as I can. Definitely going to underdog the bounty hunters up here, because that should get me a couple more extra banners. Ewoks, if I underdog with Nest, which I can do, I can't put Nest in on her own, which means the most I can come out with is about 60, which is still pretty good against Ewoks. Because, you know, like Wicket chucks the spears and there's a lot of assists and stuff. It's very hard to come out with full protection and things against Ewoks, just because the Ewoks start doing their thing, and it's like they're going to do something, they're going to chip you somewhere. And then Phoenix, I'm not too worried about. I'm going to start with Phoenix actually, and I'm going to go with Nuke Gunray, and I'm going to probably drop the B2 Super Battle Droid, simply because it gets hit quite heavily with counterattacks. But I'm going to keep the B1 because he can heal the other the other three even. Even if Grievous is digging into him a little bit, it should be okay. Let's see if I can get an extra banner here. Try and stun Kanan as your first move. And then start putting out Extortion. Oh, that's not good. I've really gone quite heavy in my D1. Right. Get stealth to stop the counterattacks. Start healing our boys back up. That's some more extortion. Right, steal some of those. And we really need to get rid of Kanan, but I kind of want to get rid of everybody, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to keep healing and putting stuff out and keep everybody stunned as much as I can. get Ezra here. Yep. And we're still on Kanan. He's gone, don't have to worry about the counterattacks. Try and get rid of Chopper, stop the heal. Now it's just, you know. I have really noticed a improvement in that squad since I put B1 in it. I don't think Grievous is the best choice for the other slot. I definitely want to change that to Jango Fett. I'm working on Embo at the moment to do it. Okay, playing to Ray. I'm thinking of playing CLS. Although I'm thinking that I'm not sure how much I should underdog this. I mean, the gear levels aren't super high. I think I'll be okay if I just put CLS in with Chewie and Han. I'll go. Again, we're underdogging this because we're trying to beat his score, so we kind of have to go quite heavy. Who are we going to go for first? Let's go for Rey, because she's probably the most annoying. And of course she does, she gains foresight. Right. Nice. Right, let's stun Finn. Right, stun Finn. Nope. Oh, how dare you attack my Chewbacca? That's good. Got an extra 2 banners there. Cleaned it up with the minimum squad. See what is hidden back here. Okay, so Carth team is probably the best team that he's got on here. It's better than his Ewoks simply because it's harder to you can't counter it with a single character. I mean, I think the Ewok team is a better team, but that team's harder to deal with if you don't have Nest. First order's pretty trivial. Okay, so the bounty hunters are definitely going into the Night Sisters. There's that's definitely happening. I'm gonna do that now. She's not coming back. Quite. Oh, just. Ventress is having a go. Someone stop being stunned and frag her. Where's that set protection gone? Much more. Let's just get the contract. No, I'm not going to get a contract because I killed him too easily. Okay, we took a bit of a pound in there. I think that's because I killed Daka and he just kept. I killed everybody else and then Daka bled out, so she was the only one that could be revived. So because she hits 2 people, she was just stunning the crap out of them. I still won. I'm not worried about it. I got a bonus point for the underdog. Right, I need to use Treya somewhere. Where are we going to use Treya? I'll probably spend her on this team up here. Right, Carl, what are we doing with you? I have got a lot of teams to use here. So I'm probably not going to use Nest because she's not going to score me quite as much as I want. I think that I spend the Empire into Karth's team, and then I use like Anakin to just demolish the First Order. I'd never put anyone in solo into Kylo Unmasked, just because if he gets his stun off, you're going to be standing there for 2 turns. I mean, he's so slow. But yeah, I'm not worried about this team. I think I could probably be putting in just Padme and Anakin. This team is slow. I mean, Anakin's AoE is going to wreck half these guys straight up. Yeah, and then down here, put in the Empire team. Okay, okay. So who does that leave for us to fight the Ewoks with? That leaves Geonosians to fight Ewoks. Okay, that's fine. The Geonosians will probably eat the Ewoks. Haven't really got anything else. Yeah, the Ewoks are just slightly too hard. I think some of them will survive the AoE, and if Eldor survives, then he'll just start resurrecting more little fairy buggers. So let's use the Geonosians. No, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to work this out. I'm going to do the bottom 2 battles, and then we're going to come back. And if we have to use Nest, we have to use Nest. Right. So let's do this. This is the slightly harder battles. I do need to win a battle with 2 TIE Fighter pilots. I also want to underdog this, and I also need to use Treya. I can throw Treya in with the other ones. I think I'm going to play this battle. I'm not going to underdog this. I'm just going to play it with this and get the 2 TIE Pilot rewards. I'm just going to make sure that's still a thing. Oh yeah, I'll have that. Thank you very much. Win a battle with 2 TIE Pilots, so it's worth 100 points. Not to the actual Grand Arena, but definitely to getting towards Kyber. So I'm going to get 180 and then potentially... So this zone's worth 300 points for 2 full wins. Okay, see if we can do better. So we need to come out with the 60, really. Who don't we like? We don't like Mission. We also we don't like anybody. Kill all these guys off. Very easy win there. Well, take 60 rather than a drop or a risk at the moment. Something we can get off. TIE Fighter thing? Give me my TIE Fighter thing. Right, so it's Kylo Ren and Bears. We are going to use... Oh, if I use... Great, don't I lose out on the damage? Look at the start of the battle. Alright, so it's only when they drop below a certain amount of health, which is not really going to happen. Hold on, I could put... I just put Traya in against the Ewoks and have them murder themselves. That might be funny. Let's... Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Another win for Traya. I think I need about 5 or 6 more to complete the challenge. Right, Bears. Right, let's have a look at the score. We've done pretty well so far. What do we get back here? So it's 153 plus around. Usually you get sort of like 64 or so. So that's like worth 210. 200 is going to put us up to 5. And then we get 180 here and 60 here, so we need a good win, but we don't need something crazy high, because that's like I should really get a calculator for this, but never mind. I don't think it's going to matter. Right, what can we put into these bears? Put Nest and Farm Boy into these bears. Let's see again, it's 84, call it 85. $150, so we need 35. I don't think I'm going to get any points using more points using anybody else, so let's just do it this way. So I can use Hermit Yoda, which I don't think is going to make much of a difference. I'm just going to use Farm Boy Luke, who is the sort of safe options, 45% tenacity. So 45% puts us on 198, which is higher than his. And again, that's the only reason really that it's worth really decking your logo out for lots of potency, is because it stops people being able to do this. You have to basically put in more characters with your Nest squad, and it just means you can't come out with quite as many banners. If I can put Nest in solo, you can, if his potency is less than, well, mine's what, 153, so if it's less than 53, I can put Nest in solo. She won't get max protection, but she'll come out with sort of like 62, 63 banners or whatever it is, and it's, that's a big win considering you put one character in and stick it on auto. But as soon as you have to throw in another character like Farm Boy Luke, that sucks like 2 or 3 banners off you, because he's not going to live. He's just there as a throwaway to make so she can win. But if you can force them to have to put in 2 extra characters, so say Farm Boy and Hermit Yoda, to push his tenacity high enough, that, you know, that doesn't become the best win in the world. I mean, you're still going to win the battle with Nest, but you're just not gonna walk away with this premium score for just 1 good character and 2 throwaways. Now that I've done the event, I probably need to think about going back and doing that on mine. I only did it sort of like last week. As you can see, you lose the protection. I've got 59, which is not a 60-point win. Because I've had to put in that other character, it's cost me like 4 banners. If I had to put in another character, you're talking not sort of like a 55-point win, at which point it's you know, considerably noticeable. Right, so we are 198 points shy, which we should easily achieve. Did he even have the Falcon? Is that the right Falcon? No, that's the dodgy Ray Falcon. Bigs. Yeah. AoE cost me a banner. Maybe 2. So yeah, that's actually a quite high score that I've got there. So say 1750, you sort of go for that. That's a pretty decent score, but I've smashed that with those underdogs. So yeah, very pleased with that. Not much else to say really. Don't think there was anything really spectacular that I can say I really learnt there. Did I try any raid but unusual to see on defense? Yeah. I'll see you guys later.